guys, so today I thought we could go through every single book on my TBR shelf. If you have any suggestions on what I should read next, just let me know. I usually pick out my monthly TBR with a TBR jar, and I do about 6 books a month, but usually I read 8 to 12. So starting on the top here is where I keep my monthly TBR, and so far this month I've read 3 books and I still have 3 left. It's about halfway through the month. And we'll start with my first shelf here. These aren't really organized, I just have the heavier books at the bottom here. So starting here, we've got Paladin's Grace, The Nightingale, Starless Sea, and Witch's Guides of Magical Innkeeping. Next, we've got Rules and Rivalry, In Your Dreams, Just Friends, Grave Robbery, and Light Lark. Next, we have Serpent and Dove, A Couple Ashley Pawsons, Someday Garden, Novel Love Story, 7 Year Slip, Dawn of Onyx, and then Earl Crush, Unbound, The Scholar in the Last Fairy Door, and Daughter of No Other Worlds. The penultimate shelf here, we've got We Live Here Now, Study in Drowning, Brimstone, Modern Divination, The Ministry of Time, In These Hollowed Halls, Heartstopper Volume 6, The Rom-Commers, Rights of the Starling, The Raven Scholar, Immortal Dark, and A Tempest of Tea. So the last shelf here, I am literally crouching down because this is on the ground. We've got Trust of the Emerald Sea, When the Wolf Comes Home, Conform, and House of the Beast. A Song to Drown Rivers, A Fate Inked in Blood, War of the Wilds, and Starling House. The Will of the Many, The Strength of the Few, Glow of the Everflame, and Heat of the Everflame. So that is my entire TBR shelf. So while I do like to keep all of my books on my TBR shelf, I do have some books on my actual bookshelves that just won't fit on my TBR shelf, or I'm just not planning to get them to very soon. So I've got the Anne of Green Gables set, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Me and my kids have read the first 3, so I haven't gotten to the rest yet. Read everything here. I haven't read Grey Dog. I did start The Only Good Indians, but I never finished it, and What Lies Beneath, and Hollow Kingdom. Also, I started If We Were Villains, and I haven't finished it yet. I'm not a huge thriller person. Read everything here. I just finished Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have not read Night Road or Beartown or Carrie Soto is Back. Slow Dance. And on to the last shelf, I have not read Canadian Boyfriend or Game Changer. I don't have them on my TBR shelf because they are winter reads, so I'm not planning to read them anytime soon. Over to this shelf here, I haven't read Always Be My Duchess or Never Met a Duke Like You. Here I have not read The House Witch or Foxglove, and I have finished the first 3 of The Bridge Kingdom. I have not finished the rest. And then here I have a couple sequels that I have on my TBR. So I have The Serpent and Dove, and then whatever this series is called, which I have not started. I do have the full series for some reason. And then onto my final shelf, I have Kingdom of Ash here, which I've started, but I have not finished it. I think I've read everything here. I have read the first 2 of The Mistborn. I have not finished any of the other ones. And then down here, I have not read Outlander. I've only read the first Red Rising. I have not read Authority, One for My Enemy, This Is How You Lose a Time War, or the last 3 of the Saboteur books there. And that is everything on my physical TBR. Let me know if there's anything you think I should read right away. Bye!